Your life is put on hold before it even begins. The land is dry, the grass has turned brittle, and the heat has pulled every last bit of moisture from the soil. Your mother's body senses what the land cannot provide, and without emotion or hesitation, it delays your birth. There is no drama in the decision, only survival logic written deep into her biology. If you were born now, you would not last, and so you wait. Even your sex can be determined by the conditions you will enter. Your mother's body can tilt the odds, adjusting which sex has the better chance of survival in the world that awaits. When conditions finally shift, when rain softens the earth and grass begins to grow, your mother's body receives the signal. Development resumes. You are given permission to continue. You are born after only 33 days, expelled into the open air as something unfinished. You are the size of a jelly bean, blind, hairless, barely formed. Your hind legs are little more than buds. Your forelimbs are slightly more developed, equipped with small claws because you will need them. No one waits to guide you. No one picks you up. You are born at the base of your mother's tail, and from there, you must climb. The distance is only a few inches, but for a creature your size, it is vast. You drag yourself forward, pulling your body through fur using only your front limbs and an instinct you do not understand. The world is overwhelming. You move because stopping means dying. If you fall, you die. If you move too slowly, you die. If you fail to find the pouch opening, you die. But somehow, against probability, you make it. You tumble into the pouch, a dark, enclosed space that will become your entire world for months. Inside, you search frantically until you find one of 4 teats. You latch on. Your mouth seals around it. The teat swells slightly, locking you in place. For the first weeks, you do nothing but drink. You cannot see. You cannot hear clearly. You have no fur, no real temperature regulation, no ability to survive outside this pouch. You are entirely dependent on the milk that flows into you, and that milk is not static. It changes. At first it is thin, dilute, rich in sugars, designed for a creature that is barely more than an embryo. As you grow, the composition shifts, more fat, more protein. The formula adjusts to match your development, feeding you exactly what your body needs at each stage. And then one day, while you are still latched to your teat, another head pushes into the pouch, a sibling older than you, already hopping outside but still returning to nurse from a different teat. Your mother is now feeding 2 joeys at once. Each of you receives a different milk formula from a different teat, tailored to your stage of development, and inside her, another embryo develops. 3 generations managed simultaneously. You are not special. You are simply next in line. Months pass. You grow fur. Your eyes open. Your legs strengthen. The pouch, once spacious, begins to feel cramped. You start to notice light at the opening, and one day, curiosity pulls you toward it. You poke your head out. The world outside is vast, bright, and loud. The heat is immediate. The light is overwhelming. You see movement, other kangaroos, the shimmer of distant horizons, the endless stretch of red earth and pale grass. You pull your head back inside. Not yet, but eventually, the urge to explore becomes stronger than the urge to hide. You venture out fully, hopping a few tentative bounds before panic sets in. At the first sign of movement, the first sharp sound, you dive headfirst back into the pouch. Your mother tolerates this. She knows you are not ready. This pattern continues for weeks. Out, then back in. Out, then back in. Each time, you stay out a little longer. Each time, the world feels slightly less hostile. By the time you are around 8 months old, you leave the pouch for good. But even then, you are not independent. You still return to nurse, sticking your head into the pouch while your body dangles outside, legs dragging on the ground. No one seems to find this strange. Your mother produces milk for you and for a younger sibling still inside the pouch. She may also be carrying another embryo in diapause, waiting for the right moment to develop. Eventually, she stops allowing you to nurse. The milk supply cuts off. You are weaned. You must find your own food now, and the only food available is grass. Not soft, green grass, the kind you might imagine in a meadow. This is dry, coarse, fibrous grass that grows in clumps across the red earth. It is low in nutrition and tough to digest, but it is abundant, and your body is built to process it. You graze constantly, cropping the grass with your front teeth and grinding it down with your molars. The grass wears your teeth down over time, but new teeth grow in from the back, moving forward like a slow conveyor belt. By the time you are old, you will have gone through several sets. Your stomach is a complex, multi-chambered system filled with bacteria that breaks down the cellulose in the grass. You do not think about this process. You simply eat, and your body does the rest. But eating is only part of survival. You live in a mob now, a loose group of other kangaroos that offers safety in numbers. More eyes mean more warning. More bodies mean predators have more to choose from, and you are less likely to be the target. During the heat of the day, you rest in the shade of sparse trees or bushes. You pant. You lick your forearms, where blood vessels run close to the surface, and let evaporation cool you down. It is not elegant, but it works. When you are moving slowly, you use a 5-limbed gait. Front paws on the ground, tail pressed down for support, hind legs swinging forward. It is clumsy and burns energy, but it gets you where you need to go. But when you need speed, everything changes. You shift into a bounding hop and suddenly you are efficient. Your hind legs are powerful and your tail acts as a counterbalance. Each time you land, tendons in your legs store elastic energy. Each time you push off, that energy is released, propelling you forward with minimal effort. You can cover ground quickly and at high speeds. Hopping becomes cheaper than walking. Your breathing synchronizes with your movement. One hop, one breath. Inhale in the air, exhale on landing. The rhythm is automatic, but the Outback is not a place that allows comfort for long. Predators are always present. You learn to stay alert. When something feels wrong, you thump your foot against the ground, sending vibrations through the earth. It is a warning to the mob. Sometimes it is a warning to the predator. I see you. Do not bother. If a predator closes in and you are large enough, you do not run. You back yourself against a tree or rock, balancing on your tail and prepare to fight. Your hind legs are not just for hopping. The fourth toe on each foot is equipped with a long, sharp claw, and a well-placed kick can disembowel a dingo. If the fight turns against you, you head for water. You wade into a river or water hole, crouch in the shallows with only your head above the surface, and wait. Dingoes are not comfortable in water. Often they give up. But not all threats come from predators. Other males are threats too. As you grow, competition becomes inevitable. Larger males dominate access to females, and if you want to breed, you must either grow large enough to compete or wait for an opportunity. Most confrontations are brief. A larger male approaches. You assess his size. If he is clearly bigger, you retreat. No fight is worth serious injury. But if you are evenly matched, the fight begins. You rise up on your hind legs, balancing on your tail. You grab each other with your forearms, leaning back to deliver powerful kicks to the torso and abdomen. The goal is not always to kill, though it can happen, but to force submission. A well-placed kick can break ribs, rupture organs, or tear flesh. Most fights end with one male retreating, coughing in submission. The winner does not pursue. He has made his point. You learn quickly. Size matters. Strength matters. But timing and restraint matter too. The Outback operates on cycles. Rain comes, grass grows, joeys are born. Drought returns, pregnancies pause, resources dwindle. You are part of this cycle, shaped by it, bound to it. You were born unfinished, forced to climb through fur with limbs barely capable of movement. You latched onto a teat and drank milk that changed as you grew. You emerged into a world of heat, predators, and competition, and you survived it. Not because you were strong at the start, but because you were built to endure. This is what it means to be a red kangaroo, a creature shaped by one of the harshest environments on Earth, carrying the weight of that design in every hop, every breath, every decision to pause or push forward. You do not dominate this land. You endure it. And if you are lucky, you pass that endurance on.